Good morning guys, and welcome back to the exPAWers travel channel.
And if you're new around here, we're basically travelling at the moment in Spain in our camper van, and we're currently in Andalusia at the Cabo de Gata in Almeria province, this beautiful national park.
And the plan was to get up at first light before sunrise, pump up the supboards and supboard round to one of Spain's most famous beaches.
Los Muertos.
Los Muertos.
So you can probably see why this beach is famous. It's the absolute pristine, beautiful water. I think it's up there with the cleanest water in Spain, cleanest beach.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, fantastic for snorkeling. And today the conditions are absolutely perfect for supboarding.
The sea is the calmest we've seen it.
Yeah, it's so lush, and the temperature is just perfect this time of year. So as you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous.
So first of all, I'm glad we didn't wake up to sunrise yesterday because the conditions are even better today. And second, I'm so glad we've got our supboards because it's the perfect way to arrive on this beach. To say this is one of the best beaches I've been to in Spain.
Can I just add as well?
down.
Can I just add as well? I love the fact that there's no sand. You get out of the beach and the little pebbles just feel so nice on your feet, and you don't get sand
It's like a
everywhere.
massage for your feet, and the sound as the waves go out, like shimmering or whatever they do through the pebbles. It's beautiful.
I really love the pebbly beaches much more than the sandy ones. Basically just supboarded from the quiet end of the beach, so much more busier this end. And it's pretty stunning though, isn't it? Not gonna lie, it's pretty stunning. There's lots of snorkelers out, there's lots of people on the beach, and we're sort of drifting a bit actually. So
Beautiful rock formations though, the different colours going up the cliffs. We just kayak round that cliff and it just goes on like sheer cliffs dropping down to the ocean. No secret beaches. Thanks darling.
I'm helping you out here. You're gonna hit the rocks.
But yeah, it's definitely worth coming to this beach. You can see why it's voted one of Spain's best beaches. It's amazing, but it'd be interesting to come here in the winter when there's nobody on it and you've got the whole place to yourself.
I just add that we have set up the cameras in the van and we are able to check on the dogs, and they're doing fine, they're keeping cool, they've got a fan on and no problems back there.
Anyway, I think we're going to paddle off before we get beached on these rocks.
So guys, we are back at the van and we've just kind of been chilling out, working, and had a bite to eat over the last couple of hours.
This is where we spent the last few days really. We spent all day here, and then at night there's been quite a lot of vans here. It's really busy during the day, loads of cars, people enjoying the beach, but at night it quietens down. It's been a really peaceful night. Although last night some sort of police came down here, very friendly. I think they were like the natural park guards or something, but they came down and said you're not allowed to stay here because it's officially in the national park. We're literally, that is the national park, those cliffs there, so we're right just sort of on the edge of it. But they were very nice, very kind, and said I'll just go into Carbonaras and just stay there, just anywhere within the town or the municipality. It was fine to stay, so we went there, stayed the night right on the beachfront, right on the front, and woke up at sunrise and then drove back around here. So yeah, it's been nice.
So guys, if any of you want to do what Nick and I have done and basically supboard or kayak from this location to those pretty beaches, we highly recommend it. It's not far at all. We'll just drop the what 3 words. I'm going to take a screenshot on here now to this exact car park location. It's not a bad little base, and in the week you can sleep here, but then it's only literally a kilometre or somewhere where you can sleep wherever you want kind of thing in the town. So yeah, it's a good little base to explore one of Spain's most beautiful beaches.
And there's actually a shower and possibly a toilet at the other end of the beach.
Yeah.
We haven't used them because we don't bother showering anymore. Just salt wash in the sea and dry with dust.
We do shower.
We don't use talcum powder now, we use dust.
But yeah, so anyway, I think we are going to move on, but we've been waiting for it to cool down a bit because we don't want to drive in the heat of the day. So I think we're going to take the boards out for another hour or so, pop back round to that beach, and then we'll head on later on once the sun drops behind the mountain and it's a bit cooler. Is that the plan?
That's the plan. This time we're taking the doggies though.
Yeah, we'll take the dogs.
Because we need to tire them out. They love the board, love the boats. You want to go on the boat? Yeah. Yeah, you do, don't you? Where's Charlie? Where's your brother?
So guys, as you can see, this end of the beach, or this little separate beach just up from Los Muertos, is really quiet even at this time of the day. So much better choice for us and the dogs. We have been out for a bit of a snorkel.
Go and get it. Go and get it. It's gonna get you. Whack, whack. Oh, Charlie! What is it? Get it, Charlie! Thank you, man. What's going on there, Charlie?
It's actually so crystal clear, and there's quite a few fish, isn't there?
Loads of little fish.
Loads of little fish, but unfortunately we don't have the door for our GoPro, so it's not waterproof.
And then the GoPro 5 we hadn't used for such a long time that I didn't think to bring it. Yeah. And just by the rocks, it's almost like coral reef. There's loads of texture and little caves and stuff, and with the sunlight glistening and shine on the rocks through the reflections of the water, looks pretty cool. So next time, guys, next time we'll capture it for you.
We'll be back with our underwater filming equipment.
And we're off.
We do have a little bit of an issue with the van, with the start, and we think we've got some air getting into the fuel, or a problem with the fuel. We might need to change the fuel filter, and we do need to look at the van. Once he's started, he's fine. It's just that little, what you heard just then.
Third time lucky every time.
Yeah, yeah. So we know we've got an issue. I hope it's not going to be too much of an issue. But anyway, we're back on the road. And we are now actually heading back towards our little village. But yeah, we've got to go back. Basically, we've got to pick up our residency cards. We've got to get our health cards. We've got several things to do like that need to be done in our area. And now with the van doing this, we will probably, hopefully, make it back to our area and use our regular mechanic to give him a good service and that sort of thing. So let's hit the road, my love.
Let's go.
Good morning, my darling.
Good morning. We made it. We didn't break down. We didn't turn off the engine and it didn't start again. We're okay.
Yeah, so far so good. And how are you feeling today generally?
Generally feeling quite good actually. We're a little bit worried. We drove for a couple of hours back down the coast. It was still quite warm. Journey was okay, but we arrived at our park up in the dark, so got here a little bit later than planned, but it turned out all right.
Until we woke up this morning and we were completely surrounded. Yeah, so we thought, oh, this is a great little spot right by the sea, all good, slept really well to the sound of the waves. So we woke up this morning, over the curve, we were literally, there's about bloody 500 fishermen down there, isn't there? And then we were a bit like paranoid, a bit not paranoid, but we were a bit worried that the van wasn't going to start. We go, oh, here we go again, you know. A bit embarrassing, isn't it, when it's just that whole and then it just started straight away. So we just literally drove down to this end just to get away from all the fishermen to have a coffee. We're parked next to a huge abandoned hotel. I don't know if they're doing works or whatever. Really nice hotel, but it looks like it's being done up. And what's he barking? Does that sound like a drone? I think it's just a lawnmower.
Oh, it's a lawnmower, yeah.
Dizzee thinks it's a drone. So, yeah, you've got a nice little beach here, Pebble Beach again. And we're just having coffee before we sort of move on.
Sorry we didn't film the journey we took yesterday, but we did actually do that journey in the opposite direction. So if you go back a couple of vlogs, you'll see it just reverse.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But it's beautiful drives to the national park.
Yeah.
Really quiet roads.
Yeah, the light wasn't in a good place to film last night. I was coming straight in the window, and to be honest with you, this van is absolutely filthy. You know when you get like the glare on the windscreen?
You could barely see through the front windscreen.
We need to do a good wash of the windscreen, the whole van, inside and out. And can you see this tan? You think we're tanned? It's not tan.
See, Sarah's been wanting to wash the van for the last week or so, and I've been like, what's the point? We've been parking in like on dusty beaches or dusty car parks. We just get filthy again.
We are way overdue. A massive spring clean inside and out, and each other. Mind you, we've been in the sea every day and showering and stuff, so we're not too bad. The little doggies, well, they've been in the sea as well. They've been in the sea.
Charlie's changed his colour from like golden ginger to pale white Blanco, doesn't he?
But anyway, I guess we better keep plodding on. We don't know where we're going to end up today. We're just going to drive for a little while and see what happens.
See what happens. See where the road takes us.
We haven't driven that far today. We decided to stop for a few hours here right on the beach, and we actually seen this little spot on our way up, and we noticed there was a few vans parked here. There's a little village, and then again we're right by the sea, which is quite nice. But anyway, it's kind of surrounded by these greenhouses here, sort of from Almeria all the way to Adra and beyond. You just have this sea of greenhouses.
Loads of them, so many greenhouses. They can actually be seen from space. It's just crazy to see this white blanket, and there's so many greenhouses actually change the local climate. That's what they think, that it makes it a lot cooler because the white greenhouses reflect the sun back up.
And I just find that a really cool fact.
Did you know that in this area, Almeria province, they produce 37% of Spain's vegetable export, and that includes 50% or more than 50% of their tomato export, at a total value of 2 billion euros. This province as well has been used for agriculture for the last millennium. For centuries and centuries, the Moors came over here and set up these terraces and irrigation systems to grow vegetables or whatever the Moors grew. But it's only till recently till the 20th century that Spain has sort of reused it, and these crazy greenhouses. The one bad thing though, from what we've read, is the conditions of the migrant workers that they use to do the farming. And the greenhouses aren't that pretty really, but you know.
A lot of plastic. Unfortunately, there is a lot of plastic used to make the greenhouses, and then you kind of see there's quite a lot of sort of plastic lying around that's not attached to the greenhouses as well.
It's not the prettiest sort of landscape, and it's a shame because you've got the backdrop of the Sierra Nevada mountain range, all this lovely scenery, and then just seas of plastic.
Yeah. But then again, you know, we need to get our fruit and vegetables from somewhere, and in the winter time it grows here all year round, and it doesn't grow up in the northern countries, so where are you going to get your vegetables from up there?
Exactly, yeah.
It's true.
We all need vegetables and fruit.
We definitely do. So there we go. Quite a crazy landscape from air, and just driving through it. Like you're just like driving in between. Just kilometres and kilometres.
As far as the eye can see, there's a stretch of literally pretty much 40 kilometres, which is just pure plastic.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, there we go.
Yeah, it's quite funny. Where we are now is literally a few kilometres, not far from Adra, the sort of big town of Adra. We're just driving along the coastal road. We just pulled off. There's a tiny little hamlet down there. And to be honest, it looks a little bit rough and ready, a little bit ramshackle. Not much going on down here. And you arrive down here and there's no one here. You think you can have the whole place yourself, but soon people start arriving, the beach starts.
Yeah, there's not many down here, there's quite a few people that way. But what's really cool is there's a shower just there for a start. And I'm quite desperate for a shower, so I'm really happy about that.
As is Charlie, I'm not, I'm alright.
And something that's really, really awesome is someone's done like a little sculpture garden just there, like at the back of their house.
Amazing.
And it's so cool. They put so much work into it by just collecting, I don't know, rocks from the beach.
Rocks from the beach, there's a little clock, there's these little figurines, there's all sort of like just some stuff from the sea, from fishermen's things, and it's like a little enchanted secret work of art garden
pots
thing.
And all sorts. It's really, really cool, isn't it? There's loads of sort of, they've wrote some different sort of poems or whatever on the rocks around there. And I was like wow.
I thought it'd be a tourist attraction. That would bring people to the area, but yeah, it's really, really nice. So
really cool.
It's nice what you find in these random stop-offs.
Random little rustic, it's a little rustic one again, isn't it? But yeah, it's quite nice.
I think we need to get a proper salt shake.
That wasn't a good moment there, but anyway, I've rubbed my scarf. Avocado tomatoey salad with more salt than needed. A little bit of olive oil over there, nut parmesan, and these are little veggie burger type things that we just picked up yesterday. So we'll give those a whirl. No idea what they're going to taste like, but they look quite good. Just a little bit of broccoli, which have kind of fried up with some lots of garlic.
I love the fried broccoli, or when you do it in the oven and it goes like crispy on top, on the head.
And then we might even go a bit all out and add a little bit more nut parmesan on that broccoli. We have actually been into the sea and got bashed around a little bit and then had little showers, so we're feeling nice and fresh. My avocado's fallen full. Can I just say, look at those avocados. Look how lush they are.
How big they are.
How big they are. You know, that's one of the many good reasons about living in Spain. We're able to pick avocados up year round. They've always got them in the supermarket. They're not overly expensive, and these ones aren't quite ready. Not quite, but tomorrow.
And quite often in our little village, it's great because one of our neighbours works on a farm, so he's always dropping round. Generally it's oranges, but really juicy, organic, natural oranges. But quite often he brings around a big bag of avocados, and we're like, thank you. And
we love it when he brings around the avocados.
And I kindly exchange them for beer. Every now and then I just take him a 6-pack round, and that works for us. Good morning, guys, and guess where we ended up? You may recognise it. We stayed here a few weeks ago. Yes, we're back at the abandoned campsite, the little rustic piece of paradise. Well, we found some slightly nicer rustic pieces of paradise since then, but yeah, we decided to come back. We didn't plan to come back here, but we drove along the coast, and the other spots that we looked to stay in at were quite busy. Loads of people on the beach, the car parks were full, so yeah, we figured we'd just stay here.
Yeah, it's not a bad little spot to spend the night, and we've already been on the supboard first thing this morning, which was good fun. We've seen loads of little fishies right on the surface of the water. We were tempted to try and catch some for lunch, but yeah, we didn't. They were quite cute actually, so yeah, and we didn't have a net. Anyway, that is the end of this little trip. We're heading back to our house. We've got stuff to do. We've got to pick up our residency card, all that sort of thing we've probably explained before. But we have got a very exciting trip coming up. To colder climates. To colder climates. We're crazy, aren't we? We've been down here in the summer and now we're going north in the winter. But anyway, we're going to end the... Oh, before we do end the vlog actually, guys, I wanted to just show you one of these, because we were talking about the greenhouses yesterday. I wanted to just show you a greenhouse close up, because we're right next to a couple here, aren't we? Yeah, always right next to a couple in Almeria. Oh, there you go. That's where we're parked up. And here is a greenhouse, a big greenhouse, and as you can see, pretty much made of plastic down here up to about here, and then it's net, and then they've also got like the plastic on the roof as well. So I mean, they're pretty crazy, pretty rickety. This one's actually got cucumbers, like yellow leafed. I think they're probably just, I should imagine they're just leaving those cucumbers there to go to seed, because they're all kind of dead, unless it's an old one that they don't use anymore. So there you go. They're not the most attractive things to look at, and obviously the nets are to keep the bugs away. And yeah, so these are visible from space. There's so many of them in this area that's quite crazy, really, isn't it?
Anyway, guys, that's enough for this vlog. So we'll catch up with you again next week when we'll be back in our local area. But we don't know where we'll be, as in we'll be in the van, hopefully, unless there is a bigger issue with the van. But we are hoping that's going to be a small issue. No bans. And we can still continue to show you lovely places until we head to the big north. The big north. Up north. Up north. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Pick up. See you next week, guys. Take care. See you later. I almost forgot to say, guys, make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up and follow us on Instagram or Facebook or both for daily updates. And don't forget to visit our shop. Oh yes, don't forget to visit our Amazon shop. The link's in the description. Oh no, Teespring shop, so you can get yourself some really nice, this is not an exPAWers. True professional merchandise. We've got some good merchandise. Bye! Look at his little paws. Oh. Naked? Graceful. Graceful. Graceful as always. We're trying to do some of those, you know, sort of sexy Instagram shots. It's not really working, is it? Doesn't really work with that hat. Can't quite get the hat. Miss Martina Navratilova. Can't quite get the angles.